Good evening and welcome back to MegaFactory Titan. I have been playing around with how I want to lay things out and I think I've come up with a plan. And this is it. This is the plan. This is how I want to do things. In my previous playthrough, I did something similar to this with the smaller smelters. Now we have the bigger ones. I want to do that and workshops and everything. And the idea is basically that you send goods into here. This is filtered for kinetic weapons at the moment because it's the only thing I can think of to make sure no drones come and deliver things here. They shouldn't do anyway, but I just wanted to filter something to make sure it's good. Make sure it's we're not going to get random stuff dropped off here. Especially if I duplicate them, because they duplicate with the settings, so then I don't have to worry about random stuff turning up in here. So anyway, the idea is that this supply depot can take 500 of whatever goods, then these can smelt them into whatever goods we want to smelt them into, and then they'll come back out and store 500 goods into this supply depot here. Easy. And then we have the standard connecting system we had before, where they just come up to the sorting house, and from the sorting house they can go at any one of these 4 connections. Now we also had connections in between the two, between different connections, which I do also kind of want to do, but this needs to be redone because it's not wide enough yet. It's not spaced out, and also I want to have power lines running the length of it. I'm trying to space this so that the power lines can connect to each other, so that it's all modular. I can just copy this, paste it down, copy this, paste it down, and it all connects. You know, each piece of the puzzle connects to each other and is good and gold and fantastic. So like this one would have to have a power line there and another power line there, but we'd have to figure out the spacing on this because this isn't big enough. This isn't wide enough. I can't put another one of these in next to it. It doesn't connect to there because spacing. It needs to be bigger, but that's okay. That's okay. We can figure that one out because we can't line it up with the power grid, unfortunately. Those won't be lined up with the power grid, so we'll have to figure out how that's going to go. But yeah, building something that's going to be modular and connected. I need to change these up as well because these are going to have to be the points are going to have to come out the lower one and go in, which probably means these have to go up by 1, which is kind of awkward. And by that I mean, instead of having the lines like that, the line should come out of there and go along into there, and then this storehouse that'll be here somewhere. I don't know exactly where it'll be, but it wants to come out and connect to this corner here, so it wants to kind of do that, which I mean that works, but I want the 45-degree angles because they don't slow stuff down as much. So yeah, we need to figure that one out, which means this needs to go up by 1. But if it goes up by 1, then the power won't connect, which is a bit of a pain. However, I could bring this storehouse down by at least 1, and maybe even bring this storehouse up by 1, and they would still work and still function perfectly well. It also works well when we come to doing the workshops, or it works well no matter what recipe we have. All these require only 1 item, so it's fine, it's not a problem. But if you have a recipe that requires 2 items, i.e. let's go with the ammo. Boom, the ammo requires copper and requires solid propellant. Okay, so in order to do that, we would have to normally have 2 lines, but you don't have to have 2 lines. If you have 1 line connected between them, they will only request the item, so this will not block up because this will only request 2 explosives and 2 that, so it won't ever block up. It will only request what it requires. We can also upgrade these by adding the storage buffers to them, and that's something I haven't actually taken into account. I would like to do that. I would definitely like to do that. I'm toying with the idea as well of maybe shrinking this down to being only 4 smelters instead of the 6. I don't know why I went with 6, just like it's a good number. I mean, it's because this covers a nice area with 6, but we could drop it down to 4. Let me see what it would look like with 4. Hang on a moment. Okay, so I kind of like that. There it is with 4, and we've got the intermediate storage buffers in between. So yeah, they can sit like a So just in between there. If I did that, if I offset them slightly, then other things we can do as well is we can put in stuff like the mass dampers. They could go in between to support them as well. In fact, the mass dampers could go in the corners here. How many we got? We've got 2, but yeah. So we could put like 1, 2, 3, and 4, which would increase all of these. I don't know if they stack. We can find out. Let's actually put 2 down and find out. So I put 1 there and 1 there. But, then you are doing the supply depot and the supply depot and the mega smart, and you're doing the same. So I think the supply depot is getting double defense. So it's going to get 2,000 defense against the storm, which is cool because we would very much like that. And this whole system doesn't require the maglev to be filtered. These are pull maglev. That's why I want to get the end storage ones in there. Push maglevs obviously push as many items they possibly can. So the outside ones are push maglevs, so that the items that these make will come out straight away and queue up to go into the supply depot. So we'll have a little bit more of a storage on the side as well. It's also that I want to use the push maglevs because I'm using a lot of pull ones and not push ones, and you can see we're using 200 more, the 200 more. So just want to use the push ones up as well. But the pull ones will only pull the items required, so they won't block up if this asks for 2, 3, or 4 different types of items. It will just request, I want 5 concrete and 5 water. So it will request 5 concrete from here, which will come up into there, and 5 water, and will come up into there. It won't block up. With these increase the recipe copies stored for producers by 5. So if this was after 5 concrete for a recipe, it would store 25 concrete. And then when it uses 5 concrete up and goes down to 20, it will request 5 more. So it's always got the buffer inside it. So it's running all the time. It's not like we had with the up here where I had the issue with this the timing was off on this because I messed up the timing on it because I was like, oh, we need to these if these were running 24 hours a day, then everything would be fantastic. But because of the delivery time, it didn't work that way. Now, this is fine because we buffered it. But if we added end storage point buffers, we wouldn't have to worry about it because they would always have more goods inside them to run. So when they run for 5 seconds and use up the raw garbage, it's going to stop because we're on our power. This is all broken over here. When it goes and builds the raw and use raw garbage, it would have some in stock already to instantly move on to the next recipe. And it would request more. So by the time it's being delivered via the requesting system, it's always requesting some, which is fantastic. And because these storage buffers, which are these here, are going to be so close, we don't really have to worry about the system slowing down. But this should in theory work. This is how I had it kind of before. Kind of like going down to the 4 instead. I think before I was aiming for 6, and most of the time I went with 2, because that's just how I left space for 6. But went with 2 because it just worked that way. So, but I think if I go with 4 on each one, then that's fine. Now, getting the balance between supply and demand in this game, I mean, it's doable. You could go, okay, so I'm using 100 concrete a minute, for instance, and you could figure out how much you need to supply to produce 100 concrete and build that many there, don't it? But the game's not really about that. It's not. I don't think it's designed about doing the optimal factory balancing. I think it's more designed because you have storages. It's more designed about buffering things. So you'd have the concrete running and fill the buffer up, and then you might use more concrete than you're producing. But because you're not constantly using things, the game isn't like where you're constantly using goods. The only thing you would constantly produce, I suppose, is ammo for things, but science constantly changes what you're using for it, so you have to change what you supply for it. The items you're building, they all require different things for building them, and you won't be going, I need to just permanently build stackable storehouses, for instance. Just I won't need that. I won't need to do that. So yeah, and I like going down this route. It's bigger, it's much more meteor. It's fantastic. We can also put in power in between the 2 connections. So that's good because the power reaches out to like over here somewhere, so we could put power to daisy chain it. It can also go up way higher than it could before, which will allow us to change the way stuff comes out of here. So let me right, hold on, let's remove that, duplicate that, because I don't have any more not enough mass dampers. Oh, okay, we'll get rid of the mass dampers for the moment. We'll leave them out for the... I definitely would like to have them in there, but I don't think I'm going to put them in the pattern. Like the storage buffers, I don't think I'm going to put them in the template. They'll be added later, because we don't have enough of them to get going with yet. So maybe we'll upgrade the template later. So let's just do this, and then we leave a gap in between them. Like that. But there's that one there. Awesome. Unpause the game so it changes all the colours of the belts. And then what we can do is put in our large sorting house somewhere over here. I'm not quite sure where it's going to be. Well, it's going to be there. And then you will have pull magnets, because I don't want to push anything into this. I want to pull it as and when requested. Right, no, you're going to be one further up than that. And you're going to go into there. And then you come up and... Oh, too far. You come up and do one, and then do that. There we go, boom. And then the other side will come out and do exactly the same. It'll just be basically a flipped version of that. Boom, and we'll connect into the storehouse from below. So that there will be a storehouse on the next grow, which will probably be the workshops, will be up here, the factories will be up here. And that's the same. And then that allows us to have a belt going this way, which connects two of these storehouses together, and a belt going this way, which connects. So any goods that are made in this for, because it'd be set up to 4 connections, can communicate with the one next door. This is the problem we had on the previous one, where what was happening is goods were coming out of this one, just whatever it was coming out of this one, coming to the storehouse, going along to the next sorting house, and then coming back to this sorting house, and then just going backwards and forwards. And I don't know why. It was just broken, and I couldn't figure out why. But hopefully we won't have that problem now. So we'll see. Also, because of this, we can put power lines in here, and a power line in here, and that power line allows us to transfer power up and down the grid. But also, we could put a power line in between, which allows us to transfer power across. So if the pirates or scavengers or whatever come in and destroy one, it won't destroy the base. We'd have redundant power connections all around the place. So, yeah. So you two, can you two talk to each other? Is that far enough apart? No, it's too far. So we definitely have to have like one there and then there. Now the problem to that is that we can't have one here. Can't do one here. So yeah, that wouldn't quite work for going across things. So it's not ideal. But it does, because the buildings share power as well. It does give us other lines of the power can be transferred between this section and this section, and also across each section. So it gives us a more leeway of doing things, basically, much bigger leeway of doing things. I don't necessarily need that one there. The other thing as well is we have these wind turbines that we keep finding in places. There's no reason why I couldn't put a wind turbine in here. Just right here. Yeah, it might not be working very efficiently because it's surrounded by buildings and stuff like that, but it produces a little bit of power. And then put another one here, another one here, and it just suddenly you end up with little bits of power here, there, and everywhere in your dead space in between the factories. And I think that would work pretty well. I think this will work rather well, if I'm honest with you. So let's I want to duplicate an area, and I want to copy you. Supply depots, really? No, I don't have any supply depots left. Oh, okay, but this is the plan. So I need to build some more things before we can build something like this and start manufacturing things. I also need to unlock the large not sorting houses. We have the sorting houses. Brain. MegaFactories. We need to unlock and be able to make those, which is tools, which I know I said about 3 or 4 episodes ago we would get working on, but I stopped doing everything because I just wanted to get things done here. So yeah, are we making high explosives? I'm sure we were. I'm sure we did that. Oh, didn't I do that? I didn't do that. That's what I was going to leave it off last time, didn't I? And I got distracted by building this. So, but we have a working prototype here. I feel like this will work. And we'll go with 4 buildings, and then we can have the endpoint buffers in between and mass dampers in the corners. Yeah, I feel like this will work. This will work. It makes things a little bit more compact. Fine. We're mostly fine vehicles. We're not land vehicles, so we don't have to worry about land vehicles getting around. We will have to worry about it if there's underground resources here, but we can work on that. We can figure that out later. I've left a gap in between so vehicles can get up here and then bridge over this, and then it'd be fine. It'd be fine. So we do have, we can adapt. We can adjust. We can adapt. Okay. So only one of you, for some bizarre reason, has got steel, which is weird considering there's loads of steel here. Do we not have a? How? Okay. How have you got steel if we don't have a quadcopter that's currently delivering steel? Unless you had steel and you're ready. You might have had steel and you're ready, possibly. Let's get a cargo quadcopter. Let's filter this to steel. Let's set this to between storages. There you go. You should deliver to these now. Awesome. Pirates are attacking. That's okay. Yeah, that's okay. Sorry about that. I think the pirates will filter out. There's a couple out on the map somewhere, unless they got another base down there somewhere. But we'll find out. We'll find out. We've got an explorer. We've also got another research lab found. Nice. Okay. You're going around. Oh yeah, I told you to go around and pick up loads of stuff. Right. Okay. So explosives. Explosives. How do we make these? Water, hydrogen, ammonia. We did this. We did this. We did this over here, didn't we? Yeah. Yeah. Why aren't you doing your thing? What's wrong? You don't have anywhere to output your stuff. I didn't put a connection between those two, did I? No. That's hydrocarbons. I didn't build the quadcopters for that, did I? No, they've probably been destroyed. Yeah. Yeah, they've probably been destroyed. Okay. Okay. What are you doing? You are... Oh, you're doing... Okay, that's fine. Right. Put in... Give me 2... You are going to be filtered to being water, and go. You are going to be filtered to ammonia, and go. Why are you not moving? Because this is... No, that wasn't ammonia. That was ammonia I picked. What was it? Ammonia is a different... Hold on. Hold on. No, that's ammonia. Yep. Water. You're water. You're not ammonia. You're water. What's wrong with the water? This is not set to a pickup. There you go. Boom. Sorted. Go. They're flying. Yeah, they're flying. Okay, we can get cooking on the explosives then. Do I have... I don't have a vehicle delivering explosives either, do I? But I don't think I need to, because I have... No, I do. I do need a vehicle carrying explosives. Oh, new mission as well. Can you be doing high explosives? I feel like I might already have one doing this. Mini factories, cool. What do you want? What do you want? Well, like an auction generator for 6,400. I suppose we could do that. Ooh. Ooh. We can't make missiles, so that's not good. A gunship would be good. We can actually do that, yeah. Can attack aerial ground users, but not structures. Oh, okay. So we could actually have a gunship, which I do want to... we get a gunship. And we can then have you attack the flying things. And we have loads of auction gardens, because we made them already. Woot. Thank you very much. Enjoy your gunship. Thank you very much. I will. Where is it? There. Auto. Autofill now. And would you be so kind as to come down here? And I'm going to call you gunship with an exclamation mark so that you just show up on the map. Well, there you go. So we have a gunship. It was also suggested I should rename the rovers and the anti-aircraft vehicles, which oh dear, a scavenger quadcopter. Oh, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, they definitely have another base. 6, 7. They definitely have another base down here somewhere, don't they? Definitely. Okay, let's go hunting. New explorer. I know I told you to go and pick up loads of stuff around here, but I want to. He's also found an optic augmentation, which is fantastic. I wanted that one, and I found it, and it's brilliant. I love it. So it's very, very convenient. I think he's found some other augmentations as well, and I just can't pick them up yet. So go over there. Go over here. Go right the way over. Go like here. There you go. And he'll come along and he'll expand all the area. Hope to be able to find a pirate base. And if we do find a pirate base down here, which would be excellent if we do, or a scavenger place, or both. Is that a working gun turret? That's a working gun turret. We're going to buy the land near it and try and corral them all into a small area and just keep opening fire on them. That's the idea. And we'll just have a quadcopter going and filling ammo up down there all the time, and everything will be awesome. Another thing that sprang to mind as well for ammo delivery was we could run a conveyor belt, a maglev, all the way around the outside of the base, entering into each one of these places. We could do that. We could add one into each one of those. I have just realised something as well. Where is my ammo quadcopter? It's not you. Where's the ammo quadcopter? Because I didn't put autocannon rounds on them. Oop. You. Oh, your external pickups. That's not what I want. Your external pickups. Ammo? You just ammo? No, you shouldn't be just. No, just cancel that. I don't need just ammo. Would you go and just pick up everything, please? If your external pickups, pick up everything. Manual, you're delivering stuff there. Cargo rover. Manual enough to pick up. We only have one cargo rover left as well. Oof. Oops. Speaking of which, what are you? Oh, I think you're picking up. You're doing the. You're gonna do the mineral wood. Okay, because I forgot that quest is a thing. Oops. Yeah. So we're gonna get another quadcopter, and you are going to be filtered to being ammo, and you are going to be between storages. Now I hope. I know you're going to pick up from here and drop off in here, aren't you? I just know it. No, that's the thing you're going to do. But you're not going to do yet, because you will go elsewhere and do things. So you're going to go and fill up our ammo turrets and stuff, which is good. We want that. We want you to go fill up the ammo turrets and stuff. So, yeah. But I know this is going to work here, and I know a lot of you are trying to explain how I can possibly get this to work. What I want external drop-offs in here. I only want this to be filtered to be in external drop-offs. That's it. So yeah, but I can't do that. I can't do external drop-offs only here. So don't know exactly how to get around that. We could turn off this guy, which I'm going to do actually for the moment, although I don't need to because we've got no ammo, but that's fine. Yeah, we'll turn off this guy so that we actually start using all of this ammo in here, so it gets delivered down, which is nice. Do we have any scavengers? Marauders, scavengers, pirates? We don't have any squatters, so yeah. Okay, mission success. Thank you. I nearly forgot about it. I'm really sorry. Oh, they managed to take something out. Oh, there he is. Yes, we got you. Nope, still can't target him. You get blown up soon enough anyway. And pirates took stuff from there. Okay. Well, there's a lot of stuff. Okay, where's the gun rover? Gunship. Gunship. No, can't target him directly. Really weird. I think that's a bug. I'm not sure. But... Oh, new mission. What do you want? Agrochemicals for money. Smelters, extruders. I'll take the extruder. Go on. Yeah. Okay. So we've still got loads. Yeah, they're still coming. We'll go hunting pirates. We'll go finding pirates. They're probably down here somewhere. Like there. Hey. Okay. So next episode, let us corral the Shantytown, them in, and we will try and figure out how to squeeze them all into one place and shoot them like a fish in a barrel. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one. I hope to see you again in the next one. Until then, as always, have fun.